Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bittorrent, ticker's BTT. Once again, thank you for your continued support across the channel here. Sharing is caring, all the comments, the likes, everything that we get across the channel is amazing. I just want to thank you personally. Thank you very much. I've actually dropped a Patreon thing in now where I kept getting people say, oh, how can I support you and stuff like that. So that's in there if you want to head over to there. There's no like special signals or anything. It's just if you choose to support me, and that's great. Thank you very much. So just diving into BTT then. As you can see, we've got this base target here. Unfortunately, we have fell out of the CMA now. We were hoping we could get this high low, but you know, you can't ignore the fact that you have fallen down. But look where we've bounced. Okay, we bounced on the previous low there. So at the moment, we are still intact. But what I want to bring to your attention is that Bitcoin is just pumped up and it's making new all-time highs, and with that, when it does that, it creeps up the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, and from that, it basically, people start selling the profits in alts that, you know, and BTT is one of those. So you'll see certain alts just start to go down and correct even further, and you can't avoid that because what they're doing, obviously, if they're seeing Bitcoin's going up, they want to put all the profits into there and ride the wave up in Bitcoin. That's basically how it works. So what you're going to look at is potentially Bitcoin pushing up, okay, which is good. It's good for the entire space. Okay, BTT, Bittorrent's going to get hit. You can see it's sort of getting hit anyway. It's got a little bit of a recovery today, but the outlook basically, and if you lose this low, this is what I'm saying, if you lose this low, you will see that extra sell-off. And don't panic, because all it is just helping Bitcoin push up, okay, because that's what's doing. People are selling, jumping out of BTT into Bitcoin. And then when Bitcoin slowly sort of stagnates and goes sideways, when it reaches that target there that we've got in the channel, when it does that and goes sideways, then that means that people start taking the profits out of Bitcoin back into these alts, and that's basically what it works. And it's just distribution of profits across different tokens that can appreciate more for them, and then pile it back into Bitcoin. So that's effectively the market cycle, okay. But so far so good. We're still in this bull market. It's looking good. It's all good. You have found a base here of this level of support, and I did say to you, if you was to fall down, just put a little long in there, and you potentially push back up and hit your head on the 55, and that's potentially what's happening there. So you can see you've come down and you've jumped up and you've hit your head on the 55, and you are basically caught in a bit of a downtrend. You're under the 4-hourly EMAs here, under both of them, okay, and it's not necessarily a good thing, because what you've got going on here is the potential bearish cross, okay. And if you get the bearish cross this low to this support here, you will see it force you down, because like I said to you, it's the same as when you're pushing up and you're seeing the EMAs push up on resistance. It's the same when it's pushing down on support. It eventually makes you break unless you can back test, get through the EMAs, push through those as the resistance and back test as support. Then it's sort of contributing to the downtrend and pushing you down. So do target this particular level. It's 0074725, okay. If you was to see BTT lose that, then I would expect it to push down further, forming the bearish cross, and you would actually have a target just there. And honestly, it doesn't mean it's going to crash, okay. It doesn't mean it's going to oblivion, because this is what I say to you, look how far away you are from the EMAs on a daily time frame. This is why I always say to you, zoom out, okay. The only time I would panic and be worried, and I'm always transparent with you, is when you get this, okay. You know, we've spoken about it so many times. Bullish cross, fantastic, buy and sell to go to the beach. When you start to correct more and you form the bearish cross, that's when you sell and go to the beach, okay. And I don't think, personally, we're in a bull run. I don't think we're going to get a bearish cross on the daily time frame this side of the bull run. I think a major indicator of the fact that you will see a larger correction across the board as well, not just Bittorrent. It won't just stand out in Bittorrent. It'll be across the board for alts, Bitcoin especially, is the death cross on the daily time frame. That's a massive indicator that I would deliver to you in this channel, okay. When this yellow line rolls over like this, okay, you start losing all the support of these EMAs on a daily, you're going under them, and eventually what happens is the yellow line rolls over the red line. That's a big buy, that's a big sell and go to the beach signal right there, and in my opinion that's a larger correction and potentially the start of the bear market. And it is really that simple, okay. So if you stick with the channel, if you stick with me, then I will tell you, because millionaires are made in bear markets, okay. Millionaires are made buying these bull crosses on the daily time frame and the weekly time frame there in bear markets. So that's how millionaires are made. And hopefully, you know, you come through this is your first bull market, and then stick with the channel and I will show you where all the little treats are and the little gems to buy in the bear market, and ride the wave, because you've got people that are buying down here. Potentially you are the viewer of one of these people that are buying down here at the start of January. Look, you're absolutely flying. You've got nothing to panic about. The only time, like I said to you, you panic, you know, you've gone up a whopping 42x and you're currently sat on a 25 5x. You know, the only time you start to panic is, like I say, you get that bearish cross on the daily time frame there. But so far, it doesn't even look like it's coming, or you've not even come down to the 20 yet on the daily time frame. Look, you're just getting that nice little curl, just like you did here, this level of consolidation where you're sort of falling through, back testing support, letting Bitcoin fly off and do its own thing. Okay, make them highs, carrying the crypto market there, so to speak, and allowing all these alts to catch up with it. So it's still good. Okay, I know you're breaking down, people are panicking and stuff like that, but it's still good. And in the meantime, when you do go through this level of consolidation, then you will be able to sort of capitalize on these in and out trades, okay, because this is consolidation. It's coming down, back testing support, holding this support line at the moment at 0.074725. If you do lose that, then definitely target this area here, this 20 EMA on the daily time frame, as a really good buy zone, just to put in a few bids to go long, because you will see it sort of bounce off that and come up and hit its head, okay. And these are the things that it'll hit its head on. I'll show you now where they are. So I'm going to get rid of this. So I'm going to tie this up. So on the daily time frame, okay, and all this still stands, by the way, all these price predictions and all that, they still stand. That's your high and that's the extension. Once it cools down, once it calms down and forms that next impulsive wave after that level of consolidation, that's still on the table, okay. At the moment, that is not off the table. The pattern that's in play is valid until away, and that's the current pattern in play until you start making the bear crosses on the EMAs there. So what we've got, for rambling on, we've got this big impulsive wave here. What you do, you go from the top to the bottom on the fib, okay, and it shows you potentially where you could fall back to, and I'll explain this to you as well, because I'll be quite thorough here with you. So basically, that's your big impulsive move just there. It's your impulsive move, corrective move, impulsive wave, corrective wave. That's your corrective wave. See that red candle there? That's your base. Okay, and you can see that after that sort of where it rolled over and found that base, it started to march on and form this new impulsive wave, and now it's correcting. And you can see what it does is it falls down, okay, as it falls down, it falls through the fibs as levels of support, and a really strong uptrend, okay. You'll see it fall down and bounce off at 0.236 and continue, and sometimes it bounces off at 0.382 and continues, but you can see you were sort of hovering over it and bouncing off it just there, but you've lost it, okay. So potentially your next put call, your next target, as you do start to fall down and lose this level here, this is your 0.5, okay, that's your 0.5, and look where the yellow line is, that's creeping up to it. So potentially, you know, you are looking at that test of coming down onto this 0.5. Not financial advice, but you may start to see it come down. And because what it's doing, you can see it's going up, it's trying to go up, potentially in its head on the 0.382, okay, and then rolling over and then potentially coming down to this yellow line, which is a 20 EMA on the daily time frame. And like I just said to you, I would expect a massive level of support there to bounce off that and sort of come back up and at least have a go at the 0.832 again. So you've got a couple of trades in there, okay. You've got a short opportunity right here, and then you've got a long opportunity in my opinion. It's up to you if you want to take those trades, but I'll just show you what I see. So you can see it's toying and struggling. You see, look at that, boom, straight on, because what it's done, it's fell down on this level of support, which is the previous swing low there. You see that swing low, swing high, and then it's fell down. And as it started to correct, it's actually lost the support. So it's a reversal pattern when it does that. I will explain that in another video to you, but time's getting on in this video, so do stay tuned. I will go through that. But effectively, you've gone up an impulsive wave, corrective wave, started to form an impulsive wave, then a corrective wave, but you fell through the base layer of support and the previous swing low, so you're losing it. You're basically kissing it, hoping to get recovery. But you know what it looks like, the fact that Bitcoin's flying, is you're coming up against this as resistance. So a good trade here, if you do start to see yourself push up again, or you could take the trade on from here, I would expect that you're going to fall, okay. I would expect that you're going to lose this, and I would expect you're going to come down and at least test this 20 daily EMA time frame there, on the EMA there, and that's a potential 10% short opportunity. But right there, okay, if you don't want to go short, I would put some bids on this EMA here on this 20, because I would expect that when it comes down, it gets a bounce, and then it has another go at the 0.382, and that's a 14% trade right there. So yeah, it's just something to think about on Bittorrent and some in and out trading, whilst it gets a bit boring, a bit flat in this level of consolidation, just while Bitcoin broaches that high and sorts itself out, and then the market settles down. And that's basically it. And then we go through the next wave, the impulsive wave there of all the alts pushing up and the mid cap, low caps. So it's still all good, okay. It's still all good. We're in the bull market, and even though we're correcting, it's still all good. And I will obviously keep you updated every day with everything that's going on with Bittorrent. I hope you enjoyed that video. Do take care, and stay safe, stay strong, and stay tuned. And I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.